Hello. Ooh, my chin just bumped right into the microphone. A good like 2 seconds into the stream, and we're already, ruining the audio quality for everyone. Hello. Hi, Cole. Um, Today we're actually not going to be continuing that League of Legends redesign. Oh, Vadim. Frog suit it is then. Good thing you did it early. Yeah, you know what? I'll talk about what we're gonna do today, uh, as I get the frog suit. Um, Long story short, we're gonna try and do a little one-off redesign of some electric attack from Genshin Impact. So we'll see how that goes. Mainly because I'm feeling a bit too tired to be making like like those kind of battlefield noises, I guess, for the League of Legends one. You totally can see me just changing. Huh. This is my transformation sequence. Frog mode activated. That's right. You already know. Let me button this thing up just a little bit. Not too much because we got the heat blasting in this place. Hold on, Kai. I'll dab for you in just a second. I have to quickly become a frog. And I gotta hydrate. Oh man, so much to do and so little time. A hydrating dab, if you will. Alright. Headphones. Just so I don't forget. Oh, jeez. Headphones are on. Frog hood. Frog hood is on. Eyes forward, soldier. Alright. And a hydrating dab. Uh. Mm. Didn't quite work out as expected. But you win some, you lose some. And then we got the subscription. GME. Cage, get that, get that, get that Reddit Wall Street bets out of here. You're gonna get my Twitch channel taken down for insider trading. But thank you, seriously though, for the subscription. Appreciate that. That's 2 months in a row. All right, man, this is gonna be a filled hour. A filled hour. All right, Genshin. We're redoing this attack by the one and only Wolf Boy Razor. I don't use him that much in the game anymore. As of like a day or two ago, purely because I wanted to get some sound reference of a different character. um, I think the character is Beidou, and Beidou's pretty cool as well. She surely rocks a clock with her big sword and stuff. One of the best electrophysical DPS. Oh, there you go. He did do a lot of damage. I liked using him with Kaya because I would have Kaya go like freeze, and then like, freeze everything in front of him, and then Razor would be like, and then everything would get super conductive or whatever, and then it would deal big boy damage. His English VA is kind of cringe though. Yeah, I can agree with that. The writing is a little cringe. I like his voice actor, but the writing is a little too on the nose for like, I'm Razor. I was raised by wolves. I don't know how to speak properly. It's very strange. I'm sure there's lore and stuff that I could read, but there's already more than enough to do in the game. I'd rather not read for like an hour or two just to learn about why my character can't speak in full sentences. But yeah, this is his little E ability, his E key ability. And I quite like it. I have it. There we go. Also the ambiences are great, but like that little, I like it. It's a cool attack, especially if like you charge it up all the way. Like if you get it huge. I'm doubling. Where am I doubling? It shouldn't make sense. Sounds fine to me. Maybe you just got the stream open twice then. I was about to say, like, I straight up bowling out one input. I was about to lose my freaking mind. Playing the market. He's farming views. So I'm also interested to see how the sound is broken up. It seems like there's a little charge up here. Which is nice. And there's like a kind of thing. So that must be for the actual electric discharge. I forgot that these attacks were called electro, right? I called them arc because I was in Destiny brain. So I called this like an arc attack in my project title up here. But electro is totally the right one. So yeah, it seems like that's a similar cadence for these other ones. So there's a charge up, that kind of thing. And then it sounds like there might be a little bit of Foley in there. Not going to worry about that. We only have an hour. If we get around to it, though, it'd be great. I have an idea for how we're going to make our electric sounds, and we're going to commit to it, again, because only an hour. I guess 45 minutes at this point. But, yeah, let's check this impact. Yeah, again with the and then at the end. So that's impact. And I didn't finish explaining that last part. It's impact and then environmental reaction. So I think that's what I think makes this feel really nice as a sound, is that it's taking into account the environment. That's actually something that I've been lacking in my sound design a lot lately, because I've just been in a mindset of like, I got to make a sound and then make a separate sound for like a impact on a material, so that I can swap out that impact on the material in game depending on what material is being hit, things like that. So I don't need to worry about that in like a redesign or something like that. But I do. And in fact, I should really focus on it and make sure that I nail it, because then it puts the sound into space and really sells its believability and suspends the disbelief, all that kind of stuff. I had to burp a little bit, sorry. These two look like they're the same variant. Yeah, those are the same ones. And the charge up is the same every time. That's just, I'm just being a little bit needlessly, what's it called? Investigative, I guess. I'm just curious to see how they did, implementation and all that stuff for my own My own reference, my own reference. We're going to make a little source group here. We're going to disable the main group. We'll keep it on for now. We actually can just disable individual tracks, and that will be perfectly fine. So what I want to do is actually create a MIDI track. We're going to grab a synth. We're going to grab... let's find something I've never used before, like Bertha 2. That seems good to me. What does this sound like? Oh, that's cute. Quite nice. Oh, there we go. Like a nice organ pad kind of thing. Hold on, whoops. There we go. I'm just using a little keyboard here, like a typing keyboard. So my musicality is a little off. Not like we're going to really need any musicality for what we're doing. But let's just see what. So these are like harmonics, and these must be subharmonics. We just crank everything. A little rough, don't you think? Ooh. Interesting. If we cut off some of these. Distortion. Nice. So this switches between like a quantized tone and a microtonal kind of thing. So that's perfectly fine. And that's okay. I see Leslie. So this is like an organ synth kind of thing. Quite nice. We don't need anything insane though. To be quite honest, I would like to get rid of yeah, I would like to make this as like percussive as I can. Not that percussive though. There we go. Cool. Oh, dude, I should totally learn the Moon Challenge theme on piano. That would be so much fun. I've had the freaking Moon Challenge music from Spelunky 2 stuck in my head for actually like 36 hours. Like, it's so good. I cannot believe it, how good that song is. We're doing like an absolute metric butt ton of OTTs here, so we can get this kind of like kind of sound at the end of there. That's totally like the beginning of the Moon Challenge. Something like that. Dunky dunky dunk. Dunky dunky. Dunky dunk. Beep beep beep. Beep boop boom. Okay. Now we need a audio effect with like a tail to it. So like a chorus is typically what I've seen done with this. This is again a trick from Yuso. Yeah, I would be more inclined to believe that their name is pronounced Yuso. I talked about Yuso last stream, I believe, with the supermassive whooshes, and we're going to be doing those supermassive whooshes again, but we're going to be using this as our source. This kind of like tonal thing. And we're going to see if we can't turn this tonal business into something fan diddly-tastic. Maybe we try erosion. I like the stereo width. Not a big fan of its timbre though. Flanger is kind of what I'm looking at. It's very weird with the stereo spectrum though there. Let's get Subnautic's preset, sure. Bring up the sustain again so I can hold a note. Yeah, this is more along the lines of what I wanted. There it goes. Okay. I'm curious as well. I've got other plugins. Donkey donkey dunk, donkey donkey, donkey dunk. Beep beep beep. Let's try Valhalla Room. Yeah, let's do Room. Room? I never say room. I always say room. Very, very large. Try like different. You know what? That's not gonna work. Let's try. I mean, I want to see what Shimmer does. Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm sorry, I'm like just hitting buttons and not really talking. We're using OTTs here. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5. About 25 OTTs there. So we're turning what this into whatever that is, just purely with OTTs. It's really like a caveman method of trying to get synthy stuff. I think I've talked about this before as well, where like all of like this stuff here. It's my favorite. All of that's just through the same method, different amounts of OTT, different synth, different effects. You know, it does kind of blend together. You can tell when it's made like that because it does have that at the end of it. But that's not really what you're looking for anyways. Like that kind of thing is more what I'm interested in. And we can use those kind of parts as like kick drums or whatever. I just need to like get it recorded though so that I can actually start working on this redesign. Okay, then we're going to switch to the flanger. gonna take a minute, I guess. Okay, it's just gonna be the same thing. Then we can just wait this one out, and then we'll call that as a good recording. There it goes. Cool. So, sorry if that offended your ears at all. I know it's quite a chunk of a sound. Like, it's quite bricked. Quite limited. But I think it sounds kind of cool, and it sounds even better when we start pitching stuff around. So, first order of business is we're going to find one of these that sounds pretty neat. Mind melts, that stream. Yeah. If you ever need mind melting music, let me know. Yeah, let's grab this. And we're just gonna look for. Let's do the impact first. That's what I'm more interested in. So I don't want to do too much. Like I want to get out of the habit of having like 80 layers for one sound, especially with something as weirdly complex as this. That's just like we don't need much more beyond this, besides maybe something to fill out the high frequencies and a way to kind of shape the sound a bit more so that it actually feels as if it's got an impact to it. And then just, like a kick drum, a transient pretty much. We just need to make a transient, which again wouldn't be super hard, especially given the material that we have. Let's just see. If we reverse this, maybe? I actually dig that. Let's pitch it down a little bit. Not that much. How about we just go down like 2 semitones? If we go up 4 semitones. I don't like it that pitched. We'll do it like that. And we're gonna frequency shift it just to see what happens. I actually dig that. It's quite a thick sound there, frequency-wise. You can see it's just like taking up everything, but it's got this weird inverted peak there. Like that's cool. Like zoom in and enhance on that. Hold on. Don't need to see my Streamlabs there. But like this thing right here. How's that happening? Very weird content coming from my Ableton. But I'm going to duplicate that. Man, we're already like, because of the OTTs. Let's get rid of this track. We don't need it anymore. Ah, yes, my CPU is at like 50% with all those OTTs on there, and now it's back down to like 4 with just a few audio tracks. So, you know the little levers on your rolly chairs to adjust the chair height? My headphone cable got caught on that. Okay. Let's grab then like just this end bit here. This is going to be our transient. We're going to make this mono? Not quite. We can play with a little bit of stereo business. This isn't a very directed sound, especially since it's coming from the player. We don't have to worry necessarily about keeping it mono, since it's always going to be playing sort of in the same space, camera center kind of area. So we don't even need to worry about spatialization or any of that stuff if we were trying to prepare this for an in-game asset kind of dealio. I'm gonna be a little insane. Okay, this is gonna get loud. And then we're gonna like I want to explain what I'm doing, like what my thought process is, but this is like definitely not um advisable unless you're experimenting. But also I hate it when people say that. So like screw it. I mean, do this if you want to. I hate it when people are like, I'm going to give you advice, but I don't follow it myself. Or like I'm going to tell you how to do something, but I don't do it cuz I'm an exception. It feels a little dishonest to me. I'm sure there's truth behind it, but like but if someone's just like, you should always make sounds like this, but when I do it like this because it suits me better. It feels like it's a little dishonest to me. I'm not naming any names or anything. I just have I've heard it a couple times here and there where someone's like, "Don't do as it's like the don't do as I do, do as I say kind of thing." And it's like, nah, man. Like you should do as you say if you're gonna really be like that, giving advice and stuff. But also, I'm being a little petty, so like maybe don't do as I say. Okay, and then we're gonna beef this back up with Ambassador. Man, we're gonna need a utility. We're going to need a envelope, a follower. Donkey donkey dunk, donkey donkey, donkey dunk. Ba beep ba ba, beep beep beep, ba da 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 da, ba da da da, ba da da ba. Beep beep beep, ba da da dum, ba da da dum. I'm telling you, man, it's stuck in my head. Minimum value would be like 14. Maximum we're gonna say is 58. 58. Yeah. Perfect. Does exactly what I thought it would. Donkey donkey, donkey dunk. Donkey dunk. Da-da-da-bum, ba-da-da-bum. I don't want the sub that much. Oops. There we go. Bring down the max on the sub there. Bring up the max on the base. Let's bring up the max on the sub just a bit more. I wish I could preview it from this window, but I just can't. Melda, please. I love your plugins, but like, that's a pet peeve of mine. Yeah, we do not need a second sub. Man, I wish, yeah, here we go. Hold for like 30 milliseconds. Right now, I'm pretty much just trying to shape the bass frequencies to match like a kick drum with this follower modulator here. I am going to have to limit this, aren't I? That's okay. Donkey donkey, donkey dunk. Donkey dunk. Let's use a color limiter. It's in here somewhere. There it is. And we're going to cut off that ending there. Why don't we use Filter Freak to shape this a bit more? I'm really trying to get this transient to be like a standalone kind of thing. So let's open the envelope. Very quickly. And release it also very quickly. Let's bring this back behind the color limiter. Bit tight. This is not quite working. I think the release is still too fast. I'm looking for like a dum dum. Maybe can we shape it again with like M transient maybe? Ah, yeah. I just really want to push the dynamics on that. And let's do transient designer again. I feel like this is too much stuff. Like, what is this? A utility into a drum bus, into a drum bus, into a drum bus, into a transient designer, into a deverb, into a transient designer, ambassador limiting, transient designing. Like, why? Why do I have two different transient designers? Something in this one's a little messy. Ah, I see. Need some extra water. You right? Where is it? There it is. As a frog, I must, stay hydrated. So I'm kind of into this sound. I would, in fact, like to hear it through some distortion. Yes. But before this. We need that limiter back. I'm kind of into that. Hold on. I'm kind of into how crunchy that is. Let's let's use those. Yeah. Flatten that. Look at this. Yes, dude. Okay. Hold on. Scooch these bad boys aside real fast. We've got important business going on over here. Yeah, dude. Then we can turn the release back up on this. And then what if we like... We did one of those. We made this like super tight. Cool. And then... This is not going to sound great. What if we, like... Let me make another track here. What if we just said screw it? Like... What if we pitch this down? Yes. Okay. First, we're going to use this at its original pitch, still right there. That has to lose a lot of its low end because its sub is probably going insane. This... Yes. And then, honestly, this could just use, I'm going to delete this, maybe? Just going to scooch it this way. Overall, this could just use, I think, a little bit of a normal thunderclap in there. I'm so excited that I did this. Like, this is invigorating. I just spent like the entire last night doing like these kind of Genshin-y styled sounds, but in a way that felt really bad. And so I'm like, I really want to do it in like an over the top way. And I was like, that's perfect. I can take a break from the League of Legends thing and spend some time working on a little fun. So yeah, like this is just a thunderstorm I recorded a long time ago, question mark? Not really a long time ago. Is like summer of last year. Maybe it was like 4 or 5 months ago. Either way, not quite pertinent. Just filtering out the rain from it. Cool. And then we can kind of push this a bit. Okay, OCC does not do anything. I've been enjoying Overdrive a lot lately. Not that much drive. Yeah, I like that. And I am going to compress it a bit just to kind of smush everything a bit together. And then honestly, like I don't know why I'm doing like weird voices today. Cool. I just wanted to reduce the stereo width a bit. And then I do need to now like legit compress it because it's clipping. And this does not need to be a very transient sound. Yeah, we can pretty much just squash that because it's not going to get heard at all in there anyways. Sick. This, yeah, we'll do a filter freak for it. I was going to say we could just use this EQ, but why not use a filter freak? I want to high pass this. Oh, come on, filter freak. Thank you. And just automate this going up a bit. Man, that little bit of thunder in there really kind of ties together. It'd be kind of fun as well, just to like double it an octave below and see what happens. We can scooch this to the side a bit there. Just to add a bit of kind of heft to the end here. Maybe. I don't think the tail needs to be that long though. Like I feel like we can scooch it. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. I think we can cut the lows from this. I'm just noticing like we're clipping quite a bit there. We'll zoom in on that for you. So I would like to also scooch this up there. I would like to cut the subs from this. I think we can afford to. And honestly, we could bring them back in a bit around here. And I kind of want to boost the highs just for this beginning bit here. and then kind of hard cut them a bit. Yeah, we're super clipping, which is fine, you know. What happens if we just say, like, screw it, and we throw a limiter on there? Or if we, you know, just take a utility and bring down the gain a bit. Or even better, we get rid of the limiter there and we put a saturator. Just different ways is what I'm trying to go through of reducing our headroom as much as we can. Without losing our loudness, you know? We could do a little bit of some fumbling about in here. Yeah, this stuff is causing us a little bit of a headache in here, isn't it? I'm honestly okay with just having the saturator there. And then, like, get transient designer in there. Turn down the output gain just a little bit. I guess that's not going to do anything for us. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's see without that. Let me close my eyes for a sec. I like that better. Okay, that is with it on, so we'll stick with that. I'm going to capitalize the I in impact there. And we're going to quickly... Oh my god, we have 5 minutes left. We're going to quickly make a little riser here. Yeah, that works. Well, why don't we listen to some other samples first? I actually like that one. Let's go with this. We'll reverse this. We'll duplicate it. Let me copy that frequency shifter that we had. I don't need to copy that filter freak. Just copy that processing. Slap it onto there. Cool, and we can just shorten this up big time. And honestly, that's like fine. I want to automate the width weirdly enough. Like I want this width to kind of tighten up a bit. Almost as if like the energy's coming from outside in. Let's make that more extreme. Yeah. Digging that big time. I do want to put an overdrive for this. And I want to shave off those high frequencies are piercing. In fact, so much so that I'm gonna compress them. But we don't need to reduce them so much with an EQ. And then I'm gonna replace this beginning bit here with an amp. Never mind. What did I do on the impact here? Nothing. Interessante. I do kind of want like a little at the end there. So let's find like a... We can find this real quick. Yeah, what if we reverse this? Yeah, we could work with that. Cool. I will on this though start off by just cutting the subs and then pitching this up like an octave. Why does this sound so strange? Kind of sounds like someone going, yeah, yeah. Maybe that's only me. I will frequency shift this to be more tonal and maybe we pitch it up more. Find a different spot maybe. Maybe that works. We can find out. Not quite. Maybe with that frequency shifting though. What if we do like a really short delay on it? Not a big fan of that. Let's just try something from here. I kind of just want like a metal sound almost. Like honestly that. But just pitched up a bit and run through a little bit of reverb. Just to like mask the harshness and make it feel less, you know, metal-y. And then we can compress this. EQ it a bit. Big fan of this tone. Not that much of a fan of it though. And then we're going to just be a little reckless and freeze and flatten this. Just because I want to really shape this to just be like a really quick one. Yeah, like that. And we can run that through like Decapitator just to chunk it up a little bit. Transient Designer just to shape it a bit more. And honestly, we could pitch it up. Yeah. I kind of like that original pitch. And just more subtle. How does this all sound together? Fan of that, that's for freaking sure. This could be a bit louder. This could use a little bit of noise. Just like it's so close to being like really nice. I just want to just chunk up this transient. Yeah, fan of that. And then there's no I don't think the riser needs anything. Like the little tonal bit in there is perfectly good for me. I'm gonna. How much time do I have? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a little environmental like debris thing, and it'll be easy. Look, I was doing this all freaking night. We gotta get one of these. I designed some debris over the evening, which was actually quite fun. I just used a granular synth to put this stuff together. Like I had a bunch of these little noises, and I just played them out on a MIDI keyboard with like a big grain size, big spray. So it practically just took random samples from a large recording, like this thing, Like I took that, put it into a little granular synth, and then I've got little things like that now, which are super, super, super helpful. Because now I can just have that in there. We like this sound. Awesome. I'm glad you're digging it. I also enjoy this sound quite a lot. I'm going to chop that and grab one of the more high-pitched ones. Grab that one, should be fine. And there's even more high-pitched ones over here. We're going to use one of these real short, like, and bring down the volumes. So it'll be more like dust. So yeah, just some basic kind of rubble, you know. We can compress it just a smidge. And take out the lows because they don't need to be there. And then I'm going to see how it sounds. I did also make a little sweetener layer. Which sounds like this. This is all like Alex Barnhart YouTube stuff. Super helpful. Pretty much just followed his video on how to do like debris impacts to the T as best as I could remember, you know, without following along literally for like 40 minutes. Or it was like 20 minutes. Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Okay, so why did I say okay like that? I said okay. These can fade out a lot quicker and sooner. And honestly, oops, we've already got an EQ on there. We can EQ out some of the highs. You can honestly like move it forward kind of. And just cut off like that much of it. And then limiting just on this. No, kind of ruins the dynamics a bit. About a little bit of compression? No. How about a little bit of transient design? I guess we don't need this little dude over there anymore. I'm thinking that's sounding good. Turn off our source group there. So we have, you know, original. He's back! And I don't have the VO, of course, but now we've got ours. Ours is a lot more like sci-fi, you know, kind of zone, that sort of thing. So, you know, may not necessarily fit Genshin, but I'm kind of a fan of it. I do want to put a little bit of reverb on this. And then same with this. I'm going to do one of these, like -10. We're going to automate this send as well. We are going to do one of these. Cool. I do kind of want to start the debris a little sooner. Yeah, let's grab this one and this one and this, whoops, and this one, and then drag these back out. I think that's sounding good. Just a couple of finishing touches there. Fan of that. Fan of that. Cool. Let's see that with a little bit of a bigger screen there. We've got the original. He's back. Pretty good, pretty good. He's back. Big fan of that. He's back. There's a wolf howling in the left ear there, and I was wondering if that was part of the sound, because that would have been actually really unique. Been like, oh, as in, you know, he struck the ground. But either way, and then here's my redesign. He's back. Theirs is a lot tighter. It's like, and then done. Mine kind of lingers. Interesting. I'm happy with that though. I will call it there. It sounds beefier. I agree. That's sort of my intention. I do like making things chunky and beefy. That is sort of what I like to do. I'm not really one for making things, you know, not chunky, I guess. It's just what I like, you know, style and all that. Now do the voice acting part. I'll do like, I was raised by wolves. I'll throw that in there. Or I'll be like it's got to be like a dog pun, like down boy. There you go, puppy power, puppy power. And that'll really send them. That'll get those freaking what are they called? The little gremlins in this game? Oh my god, the ones that have the masks and they go like yeah 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 yeah. Those ones. Um, oh, it's escaping me. It doesn't quite matter. Um, Needless to say, all those little gremlins will be hilly churls. Yes, hilly churls. Thank you, Gage, for being our resident Genshin player. um, yeah, hilly churls. They're all gonna be like, oh god, it's puppy power. Dunzo. Nah, me like the linger. Sick. I also like the linger. It doesn't quite match up with the what's it called, the animation. But you know, I think it sounds cool either way. Yeah, we had little G skate man in the chat there being a big old bot. Remember when there was a mission where you found out they're sentient creatures and aren't necessarily violent? Spoilers. I'm only level 13 adventure rank, but also I kind of figured that they were like, people or like not people, but maybe they are people. Super glossed over. It seems like a kind of thing that would be super glossed over. It's cool lore though. I'm into that. Very like, oh, am I doing the right thing? Genshin bad. Genshin bad. Oh gosh, I do need to go though. I really need to go. I'm gonna be late for work. I'm gonna put this up on Twitter actually. Like after the stream, I'm gonna toss this up on Twitter. Because I'm actually really happy with this, and it's nice to have something to put together and toss up there. But I'll do a little outro here. Thank you to everyone who came by today for a few minutes, a few seconds, or even the whole time. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Gage, for subbing today. Really appreciate that one. And also for keeping me up to date on my Genshin lore and naming conventions. Same with you, Cole, keeping me up to date on my Genshin lore. Very important, very important. I'll be back on Monday. Um, Doing more sound design, most likely working on that League redesign. I'll have more energy. I'll have actually slept. So yeah, I'll see you all on Monday at noon for some more sound stuff. Bye. 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 Bye.